The purpose of the Weekend Journal is to deal with complex issues of our time, such as the growing threat of nuclear war, the poisoning of our environment, and determining how Victorians really feel about Smurfs.
There's Smurf cereal, there is Smurfs on Saturday morning television, and I don't think anything can take the place of just the old standard teddy bear. I think that's sort of what they're aiming for with the stuffed Smurfs, and the character is to replace that teddy bear that we grew up with.
I'm tired of them.
I think we have everything Smurf puts out.
Every single thing. So you're a pro Smurf fan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
Yes, I love Smurf. I'm a teacher also, and I think they're magnificent. They're great teaching guides, too.
Do you learn anything from watching them?
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of stuff do you learn?
I don't know.
Do you like, yeah, that's good. Do you like Smurfs? If you had one thing you could do with Smurfs, what would that be?
Put them on a chair with a spring and hit an ejection button.
Here's what the Encyclopedia Collegia has to say about Smurfs. Smurfs. Some years ago, in a small village in Europe, an old peasant man known as Peo was strolling through the forest when he heard a strange noise after stepping on a mushroom. He lifted his foot and found a tiny figure stained in bluish blood. Peo gingerly lifted the limp form closer to his aged eyes, but the little creature was dead. When he looked up from the tiny corpse, he found that there were dozens upon dozens of similar beings surrounding him. None were more than 3 inches tall. Their ears and noses were very protrusive, and their flesh was bright blue. Peo may have been a simple peasant, but he wasn't stupid. He snatched up several of the diminutive creatures, thrust them into his pocket, and trotted spryly back to the village with his prize. Soon visitors began coming from miles around to see Peo's Smurfs, named for the sound they make when you step on them. His little hut became a mansion as revenues poured in from tourists, curiosity seekers, and I Touched a Smurf t-shirts. A Smurf doll factory was established, and Smurfs soon reached every corner of the world, expanding the Smurf philosophy of living contentedly in a Smurf world, helping others with their Smurf work, and sharing the bountiful returns of the Smurf community. Sharing in the bountiful returns of the Smurf community. Here we sit, receiving communist propaganda in its purest state, and we think it's cute. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. and Mrs. America. Peo never made it back to his village that day. He was intercepted by Russian agents, killed and replaced by master spy Ivan Peyovsky. And the rumor that Brezhnev's last words were, "Well, comrades, we still have the Smurfs," is more than just a rumor. It's true, and if you want to keep this great land of ours free, you just better get out there and start trashing some Smurfs, all the while singing, "Oh, beautiful for spacious skies." I don't hear you.